Shall we have a look at our other cameras?
Yeah,
Let's see if anything's going on.
Everything's bugged.
We've had an active mouse the last few days. Is the mouse back with his little whiskers?
Inactive nuts, as it stands.
Yeah, exactly. So
what has been active is our carcass cam, because we've had a lot of activity there. The buzzards have been down. I've seen up to 2 buzzards at the same time and that. But look here, top left. Sneaking in, but the buzzard spots it. A fox wants its share of the carcass in the daytime. Just goes to prove how important carrion is in an ecosystem. So many animals taking advantage of it. That fox has got quite a tatty tail, but if you contrast it with this one, it's altogether different. So we can tell that those are 2 different foxes. But even if they haven't got tatty tails, if you look at their facial markings, the black, the white and the russet on their noses, on their muzzles, all of that is individual and you can tell them apart. So if you do have foxes visiting you, keep an eye on them. You should be able to identify them down to individuals. We've been looking very closely at ours and we think we've probably spotted 6 different foxes. Of course, they've been active in the daytime, also at night. Here again, enjoying those apples, sweet treat. And let's listen again, Michaela.
love that.
The teeth as well. Fox Highway over the oak here saves them getting wet. We've seen that being used very frequently. And down on the shore on a couple of occasions, we've seen 2 foxes together. And we're guessing that this is a dog fox shadowing a vixen. You would have heard them perhaps screaming over Christmas and into the new year. They've now come together, and if it is a dog fox shadowing that vixen, mate guarding as we call it, he's just waiting for her to come into breeding conditions so that he can mate and in the meantime chase any other male foxes away.
It's been great to see so many foxes, but my favourite was the apple-eating fox. Just the sound, it's great, isn't it? Yeah. We're starting the programme with a foxy fiesta because many of you have got foxes in your gardens and you've been sending us some pictures, but I bet you not many has seen this before. Look at this. This is Julie Kemp in Suffolk. Something, you can't quite tell what it is. And then look what it is. It's a polecat. Polecat and then a fox and then the 2 of them together and there's a bit of a standoff and a fight. I mean, how amazing is that? Very rare to see polecats. There's quite a good population now, isn't there, in Suffolk? But
yeah,
to see a polecat and then to see a fox and to see them together interacting is extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we did see that fox taking the stoat at Ken Hill on our thermal camera, which was amazing. But of course, that fox bit off more than it could chew. It was quite a large polecat and the stoat was smaller and we saw that fox killing that, but polecat had the upper hand there. Dawn Fox sent us this. This is a fox, 2 of them together. Again, perhaps a male and a female, that mate guarding going on, with some seeker deer in the foreground. Of course, no interaction between the 2 at all. But nice to see all of these animals out on that frosty field first thing in the morning.
That was actually Kate Fox that sent that, but it's really
was it?
weird, yeah, because I don't
it was
think
at dawn.
I don't think her name
Kate Fox found that at dawn.
Well, the next one is Tony Fox. They're either related with the surname Fox or they've made this up. But anyway, Tony Fox has had this fox regularly come into his garden in Hastings. And here it is in the snow. It's quite interesting behaviour because look what it's doing. It's rolling about in the snow.
No, it's rolling in dog poo.
My
dog's rolling fox poo. This fox is getting its own back.
Or it's just enjoying the feeling of all of that ice. And then it can't get into its bowl, it's frozen up. What does it do? It defecates on the bowl. Not sure that's such a great idea.
Well, no, it is a great idea.
Is it?
Yeah, well, it's telling all of the other foxes, this is my food supply, keep away. They frequently do that. If they don't finish a meal, you'll very often see them scent mark it before they move off.
I wish I could do the same sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe not. Moving on.
Moving on. Vicky Wisdale in Dudley has recorded this. She's been feeding the foxes, so she's been putting a bowl of food out. And this fox is very shrewd. It's probably had enough food. So what it does is it picks up the bowl and carries it away. What's happening, Vicky, is that it's going to cache this food. It's going to store it for later. Vicky's told us she's lost 5 bowls so far because the fox is carrying it away. So you will find them at some point, perhaps, Vicky, in your garden when you're, doing a bit of weeding in the spring because it might bury them. Or the alternative is don't be so neat and tidy and just put the food out without the bowl, I guess.
That's what you call a foxy takeaway, isn't it?
Nice to see, though.